this is like our shtick now. This is what we say. We're like, we're so excited, but it's true. Like we definitely have been looking forward to it. After doing the show for so long, you get really excited to have something new and different, and just, I don't know, I guess
it was
fun to
also
look forward
important
to.
that they did it right, you know, and the way they've incorporated it into the, I guess, mythology of the show is really clever. So where it's not just a one-off standalone kind of thing, it's part and parcel of what makes Once Upon a Time.
Yeah. I have one song separately where it's kind of near the very end of the episode, actually, and the tune is set to the melody that is Emma's theme and has been Emma's theme through the whole entire show. So Mark Isham's score that is behind Emma's moments is exactly what is her song, and so it's kind of cool too that now it feels like there's been this through line of the show having that theme, and now we understand what that means to Emma, and we understand the way that it is actually able to break a curse that's been going on. And so so that's my kind of one big number by myself. And then we have a little duet together at the wedding where we sort of dance and sing.
Which
to
we're
each
about
other.
about to do
today, yeah.
this afternoon. We got the songs maybe about a month ago, probably, is it now?
3
or 4 weeks ago,
yeah.
and we had a vocal coach who we were sort of all working with on and off, and I think that was kind of even more for the guys who wrote the music and the stuff to see if we could actually
and
sing
have a sense of our voices
and our keys and all that kind of stuff.
They wrote the music.
Yeah.
They wrote the songs for us to suit our voices.
Yeah.
So that also is great because instead of feeling like you're worried about reaching for something that isn't really right for you or trying to make it fit in your voice in a certain way, we knew that the composers were actually gearing it toward what our voices wanted to do. Alan and Michael have been awesome. I mean, we all have really loved the songs, and I think what happened was that they, as composers, just pitched their music and their idea for how a musical version of Once would work, and Eddie and Adam responded to that idea and then took that to another level to figure out how it was going to work in the mythology of the show. And then they met with all of us to hear our voices. They met with Eddie and Adam to figure out exactly how it was going to work. And then also Mark Isham was involved as well, so who scores the show. So it was sort of a collaborative effort between all of the creative elements to come to a place where the music reflected the vibe of the show that it has always been. It also had lyrics that were serving the storytelling, and it also was something that really suited each of our voices and our characters' personalities in the right way.
We quite literally, at every Comic-Con or every press thing that we've done,
Have been asked
about will Once do a musical. I mean, if any show realistically is going to do a musical episode, this show is probably the perfect candidate because it's, you know, it's a Disney. It just fits in our world. It's great, and you know, Alan and sort of Michael said to me that they'd heard that we'd been asked that, and they were like, "Well, we can do it. We can write." Because I think Eddie had answered at one Comic-Con, "Yes, but we're not sure how we would write the music," and they were like, "We can write the music. We'll do it."
Yeah.
So,
and they did an amazing job.
They did
I
an
mean, the
amazing job.
collaborative effort. It just suits the show.
Yeah.
It's just, there's every once in a while you get to a place where you're like, everything feels right about this. So clearly we haven't seen it yet because we're still in the midst of shooting it. However, everything about it so far has felt so authentically right for Once Upon a Time.